Hey Salina, welcome to season 4 of The Scene. We are so excited about this season. We have a lot of surprises, and there's one now. Why are we excited, guys?
It's a new dawn.
It's a new day.
It's a new life. And we're feeling good. Stay tuned.
Welcome to the new season of The Scene.
Woo!
I'm Jeff. That's Shauna, Charles, and all the way on the end we have our new member, Christy Mai.
Yay!
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
We needed to bring a little more diversity to our show.
Yes, we
right?
did. Yes,
So we got another blonde girl.
Right.
Yeah.
I fit right in.
Yes, she does.
Can't have enough blonde girls.
That's
Make
right.
us confused, Shauna.
No, well,
a compliment.
the one thing I really am excited about is that Christy brings absolutely no experience to the table.
Yeah.
So she's just like us.
Right.
Exactly. Except, you know, I'm a little funnier.
You think you are? Well, we'll
That
see.
was funny. That's funny. That's
We'll
one.
see. Okay. One up on you, Jeff.
Christy.
Comic relief has changed.
That's right.
So tell us a little bit about yourself, Christy.
My name is Christy Mai. I am an old lady, and I live in a shoe, and I work with children. Early education is my passion, and I am a happy married woman.
Yay!
Happy. All right. Good.
Awesome.
Good.
So what are we going to talk about?
Well, first off, we have a couple of questions for
For?
Christy.
Oh,
Let's do it.
all right. Let's put her on the spot
not
right
worried.
off the bat.
Question number 1.
Bring it.
He's got his glasses on.
I
This is
saw. I know.
serious.
I
Yeah,
see
I'm
that.
going to the glasses right off.
I see
Right off to the glasses.
that. I see that.
So, Christy,
Yes, sir.
you're walking in the woods and you see an animal. What kind of animal is it?
Fox.
It's a fox. Interesting. Why is it a fox?
Because they're all over my neighborhood.
They're all over your neighborhood. That's interesting. Now, that's a psychological question. Did you know that? You know?
No.
Apparently, the size of the animal is how you see your problems in life.
Oh,
Interesting.
good to know.
So you see this fox. What do you do to this fox? Or what do you do with this fox?
I watch the fox.
You just watch it.
They're fascinating. Have you ever watched a fox?
I've never seen a fox.
Oh yeah, it likes to chase cats.
How does that work? How does that?
I haven't actually seen it catch a cat, so I'm okay with it. However, I probably wouldn't watch any longer if it did catch one.
Yeah, icky.
That was something. Now that also answers a little bit else, because it's how you deal with your problems is how you deal with that animal.
Oh.
So she says she watches them. So apparently all Christy does is watch her problems.
Hey, you
She
know.
solves no problems.
No, I do not. I just watch them till they go away.
They go away. Eventually, if I keep watching this fox, it'll just go away.
Exactly. Or chase a cat.
Right. Now see, when I took this test, I said it was a squirrel. And they asked me, well, what would you do with the squirrel? And I said, well, I'd kick it.
Oh my.
So my problems are small, and I just kind of punt them away.
Sweep him right under the rug.
Get
Kick him
outta
under the
here.
bed.
Yeah.
We'll deal with that later.
That's how you deal with it. That's how I do with it.
Wow.
What would you have said?
Yeah, Charles.
I have no idea.
I know. I'm like blank right now.
I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what I would.
But see, now you already know. You already know the
Yeah,
hook.
so it would never work.
Right, it kind of throws it off. It throws it off.
So you try and work it your own way. So you could say snail.
Right.
And you squash it.
And I pick it up and pet it.
Aw.
You can't say that.
Or you
Yeah.
squash it. You squash your problems.
Squash them. Make it into escargot. Don't they? Isn't that what they make escargot out of?
Eat
snails?
it.
Yes.
French people. I'm
Yeah.
sure other people besides the French do too. I'm not bagging on the French or nothing like that. I'm just saying,
Sure.
in case we're in Paris on TV or something. You never know. I don't want them coming after me.
So how did you come up with this this analogy thing about personalities?
It's on the internet.
Oh, well, okay.
I work on a computer all day long, and I was just bored. And I'm just looking like,
Checking things out.
Yeah.
This is a good
know.
thing. Yeah.
But I
Okay.
got another one.
All right. What's the?
I got
the
another
other
one.
It's all right.
Question number 2.
Alrighty. Smart girl.
If you were the governor of Kansas and you could change one thing and one thing only, what would it be?
I'd raise rich people taxes.
Oh, shots fired at the rich.
I would fund education and I would raise taxes to where they should be for the wealthy.
So where should they be?
Well, that's what happened when Brownback took office. We had a surplus. And now that he's cut taxes, especially on the wealthy, we have a huge $600 million deficit. Holy cow!
You're shaking your
why would you
head.
even ask her that question? You led that. The whole way.
No, I didn't
the
know.
whole way.
I had no idea
That was
what
a
she was
straight
gonna say.
setup.
Charles, it was perfect.
I had no idea what she was gonna say. I didn't look at her Facebook page or anything. I had no
But,
idea.
and really, don't all of them have the same opportunity, though? The poor as well as the rich?
The opportunity to what? To pay taxes?
You
or
have an
what?
opportunity to get rich, just like they got an opportunity to get rich. You have an opportunity to have a business and grow your business. I mean, I'm not against the part of the taxes, but I think the taxes should be according to whatever. But if they have those write-offs and all those kind of things, that's where a lot of it comes from.
True, but if those kids aren't educated, how will they become rich?
Right, but how are you saying
got
that?
you on that.
But how are you saying that that's the only way to get the funds from the state? I mean, I'm thinking right now that liquor tax, bam. I know a lot of people who drink. I do.
Hit on the
Don't be
liquor.
taxing my liquor, man.
That's
Don't
right.
be
Yeah.
taxing my
Drink.
liquor.
Yeah, so now
That's-
we're equal,
that's
right?
right, that's
See,
right.
I
That's like the
covered
good
everybody. See?
Yeah, you did.
See it right there.
The
That
rich
doesn't
and the
matter.
poor.
Right. It doesn't matter who does it. Everybody gets hit equally.
Sure.
So see, right there, solved.
But what if I'm poor and I don't drink? I don't know why you wouldn't drink if you were poor, quite frankly. I mean, if I was poor,
So
I'd
you
just
don't
be
get
slamming
taxed.
beers all day long.
I don't
know how to
drink.
afford them, but I'd be drinking.
You wouldn't get taxed. You wouldn't have to pay that tax
but you would,
because you wouldn't drink.
But
In
is
our
that
little
going to be
model, we
enough
wouldn't pay
to cover
anything.
$600 million?
There's a lot of drinking that goes on. I ain't been to too many parties that.
where does he hang out?
I don't know.
I didn't even know he drank, and he's talking about all his
He
drinking.
knows there's drinking going on, but he doesn't do any of it.
Well, because I went from one level to the other level. When I went from the level I'm at now, I don't drink, but I know where all the drinking goes on. I mean, that was like one of the things that in my earlier years I loved to do.
Long time ago.
Long time ago.
Charles must be rich.
No.
Well, when you said tax the rich, did you see him?
I
He
know.
he just shook his head like.
Well,
just like
whenever
that.
it comes down to taxing or raising money for a deficit, it always goes to the vices because it doesn't matter whether you drink and they put a tax on that. You're still going to do it. You're not going to
Right.
change. You're not going to change that vice. You're
No.
not going to stop drinking because you don't have enough money to pay the
Right.
tax. Same way with smoking or whatever that vice is that
Right.
you have. So that's where they're going to hit people the hardest is in the things that they're addicted to or the things that they choose to do in their life that they're not going to change. So, it's a win-win thing. They're going to make money on that.
Right. Well, and Mr. Brownback asked for, the reason why I asked you that question is because he asked for suggestions.
Sure.
I don't know if you guys saw that in the paper. And I wrote him a letter.
I did
What
too.
did you say?
I wrote an email. It was one sentence long. I said, raise taxes on everybody equally, the end, problem solved.
And how would that solve the problem?
More money. I have bills, right,
Yeah.
at my house.
Right.
If I need my bills paid, I need to get more money. Or I need to cut stuff. Well, I'm not cutting anything because we just said a minute ago I'm not cutting my beer.
Right.
So I'm going to keep drinking my beer, so I'm going to have to get some more money. How do I get more money? I need to get a little part-time job or do something like that, right? So everybody's got to pay a little more. Now, I prefer Christie's model. Just take it from the people who got money. But I don't mind giving up my fair share.
So why is it more fair to tax the people who have more money?
Because they have more money.
Okay, but didn't they earn that money?
Yeah, there we go.
Right.
You know, they earned that money in their own right. I
Sure.
mean, why is it fair to tax them because they were successful or they are successful?
Sure, I understand that that question. I think it's kind of their duty to Kansas.
Oh,
What's their duty?
Wow.
I hear the TV's clicking off right now.
okay.
Just clicking straight off.
Okay. Well, so if we are going to spread the duties around, you know, and we say, okay, rich people over here, it's your duty to Kansas to pay more taxes. What is it the middle class or the middle income people? What's their duty? And what is the duty for the low income people?
Haven't we middle class people, haven't we done enough?
I feel like I've done a lot.
I've done a lot too. I feel like everybody should pay taxes based on their income. I don't think that people with lower income should pay more in taxes. I think people in higher income should pay more in taxes, and it should just reduce as you go down the line. That's not how it works with Brownback.
So isn't that how it works when you pay your federal taxes? You're in a tax bracket.
Yeah.
If you make more money, you pay more taxes
Yeah.
and so on and so on.
Yeah.
So how does it work with the state? Isn't it the same?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
But the difference probably is the write-offs, and that's where a lot of it comes in, is how many write-offs they have. And, you know, the first thing they tell anybody that's wanting to, just say a business owner, the first thing they tell them is, you know, get a good accountant. The reason you get a good accountant is so that you do have all the different write-offs and the different, they're putting a lot more money out. You know, they can give $5,000 to this charity, $5,000 to this charity.
Right.
So, and then all those are write-offs. So in the end, they have a lot of write-offs. And whether we look at it from that angle or where we look at it from, I'm still for entrepreneurs, those people that are businessmen, those people that are making that good money.
All right, good thought, Charles, good thought. All right, and speaking of write-offs, we're going to get right off here, and we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Theresa Terry, and I would like to inform you about Swedish massage. Swedish massage is a general overall rub down. It can be done with light pressure or more deep pressure depending on your preference. Massage is a great reliever for sore, tired, or stressed muscles. Massage is very beneficial in helping you to relax. It is given using lotions and essential oils. Why not give yourself a time to unwind and relax, or give a friend or family member a gift certificate for a massage? They will love it. If you have any questions about massage, please call me during the day, Monday through Thursdays, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. On Fridays, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. The number is 785-823-2651.
Welcome back to the scene. If you're rich, I hope you're still with us. We're going to be talking about something else that rich people might not have to worry about, some of us middle class people either, but healthcare. Apparently, there's a little tax about this healthcare thing going on. Isn't that right, Charles?
Yeah, and as you said that, it actually hurt the rich too, because what a lot of rich people would do is they wouldn't really necessarily go out and get in insurance. They would just accumulate the money that you would pay into insurance, and then whenever something would come up, then they would use that money to pay whatever the cost was.
That must be nice.
That is smart. That's smart thinking right there.
And now they can't do that because they'll get this penalty.
You have to pay.
Right. And then some of the people that were in that same category, like I'm telling you, that normally would save the money and then pay whenever it was necessary, they were like, oh no, now I gotta go out, find some type of insurance. And then one of the people I was actually talking to at work, she's too, how'd she say that? She said, I'm too poor that they're not gonna penalize me.
Okay.
But I'm not poor enough to get the government's insurance.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
You have to be pretty close to poverty level to get any kind of the cuts that they were talking about, you know, the reduced rate premiums and that kind of thing. So that being said, most people's insurance went up. You know, their premiums went up.
Okay.
Because they, you know,
I never look at mine, so I don't know.
You don't know how much you pay?
I just pay it.
Oh my goodness.
Why?
Okay.
I don't have a choice, right?
No.
True.
They're right? So
True.
why frustrate myself to know how much I have to pay? Just take it. It's not really a payment. It's kind of like a jack. They just, you know, it's like, give me your money, Jeff, and that's it. So I don't even look.
Okay, well, for those people who didn't have insurance and had to go out and get insurance, you know, obviously that's tough. And where I find it tough too, not only on, you know, people that have big families and, you know, are more poverty level, but kids that are just getting out of college. You know, they're starting out in their new job, and they're kind of in a lower income type situation. They're just kind of getting in on the ground floor, and if they don't have insurance with their employer, they've got to go out and buy some insurance, and it gets pretty pricey for them too. So,
but you can stay on your parents till you're like 26, right? I mean,
I'm talking about past that.
Past that. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, past that. So yeah.
There's a little bit of a penalty.
And it hurts the business people. Because right now, if and I'm an independent contractor as a realtor, so I would have to find insurance somewhere, and I would have to pay that along with whatever I'm bringing in. So that's just a big chunk of money gone. So there's a lot of people that probably can't even afford to be a realtor now because they got to pay insurance. So it's hurting a lot of the business people more than I think was really realized at the beginning of the whole thing.
And the fact that it is so hard to qualify for Obamacare has really hurt Kansas.
The Affordable Health Care Act?
Yes. Well, and it has, because Kansas now, I read this morning, is the state with the highest percentage of people not with insurance. So, like, it was 13
Wow.
in the nation.
We're on the map.
The highest amount of people without insurance.
Got to be known for something.
Hey.
Well, I got some facts here about how much you have to pay here, because, you know, and anybody who wants to, like, buy me a tablet or anything like that, so I don't have to use note and paper, you know, like it's like 1812 or something, feel free.
You just need a Big Chief tablet.
Had one of those.
All right.
So the penalty is $325 for each adult, $162 for each child, no more than $975 per family, or 2% of your income. Wow. It actually doubles next year, up to 2016, $695 per adult, $347 for child, no more than $2,085 per family. Now here's good info right here. This is how you can get out of this. Because, you know, I'm all about getting out of stuff if you don't have to pay for it. You can get out of not having to pay this if you can get a religious exemption, like a religious conscience. I don't know what it is. Maybe you got to tell Kansas you're a Rastafarian or something. I don't know. If you're in jail, you don't have to pay. Indian tribes don't have to pay. You can get, there's a list of hardship categories where you can go to ObamacareFacts.com to figure out to
I got it.
Not have
I
to
got
pay.
it. Cheat the government.
Cheat the government.
And you get
Is that
out.
on the list?
Well, all you got to do is have one of those things pop up, or one of them hardships, and I guarantee you some of that's going to happen now.
Well, and here's I think it was a good idea to have it, but here's why it's not going to work. Here's why this is not going to work. You have to have a whole bunch of young people in there enrolled, right, so they can pay for all the older people, and I'm older myself, not offending old people, whenever we start breaking down and all that kind of stuff, right? Well, that's the same way Social Security works, right? And what we always hear is going broke.
Yeah.
Social Security. So I think eventually this health care, it's not going to work. That's just my take.
Well, do you think that once we get Obama out of office, this is all going to turn around?
Yep.
Well, we're not getting him out. He's just going to go out all on his own. I mean, and then who's going to be next? It's going to be the big fight. It's going to be the Bush-Clinton war, I hope. Bush-Clinton Part 2 kind of taking on each other. That ought to be exciting.
Well, we all know, according to Rudy Giuliani, that President Obama doesn't love America. So,
Hates America.
You know, what are you going to say about that?
Well, he's kind of walking that thought back a little bit.
Right. It's embarrassing to have a public figure like that kind of disgrace our president. I think that he is really concerned about how Obama wasn't there for 9/11 and Rudy Giuliani was. Well, he is not the boss of 9/11. He was not the mayor of 9/11. Nobody owned 9/11. So I think it was a really an unfair statement just because he wasn't president on 9/11.
So why do you think he feels this way about him? Is there?
It was a motivation. Yeah. What was his motivation behind it?
Well, he said it at a Republican conference.
That's right.
Uh-oh.
Right, where people go to hear him talk bad about Obama.
Right.
I think that's why. I think he was pressured, or maybe he was, not killing it on stage, and he had to say something to bring him back.
Oh, so that brought on the standing ovation.
Yeah. The speeches get a little boring, and then in there it's like insert Obama joke. Freudian slip right there.
There you go. Got our own Julian.
Invoke an Obama joke here. Yeah. He should apologize. Like, I'm about ready to. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call you a jerk, Mr. President. I don't want nobody tapping
We
my
just
phone.
lost the president.
He's not watching either, right? He's not watching.
not.
People in Paris. Who else I offended?
He is rich.
Rastafarians. I mean,
They're not watching.
They're not
Nope.
watching.
Nope.
Good.
So okay, so if he goes on, publicly apologizes, do you think that clears it all up for everybody?
It's been a week, right?
No.
It's been like forever.
No, he gave the
At least.
Republican Party bad publicity. So I don't know how he's going to clean that part up, but that was like terrible publicity, and especially when we're soon to be having another race for a presidency, those are not the kind of things that you want to do. So I don't know how he's going to clean it up. I don't know where it's going to be cleaned up at, but it does need to be cleaned up.
Does he want to clean it up, you think?
I think he don't have a choice.
Well, he says he got death threats. And so I don't know if he started walking it back before the death. Can we not do that, people? Can we not threaten people's lives just because somebody said something that's kind of dumb? I say dumb stuff all day.
And nobody calls you up and threatens to kill you?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes people say dumb stuff. My wife wants to kill me.
Well, I hope we don't say anything else dumb before our break, but we're going to take a break and come right back.
By law, public access is open to all citizens and to all viewpoints and for only non-commercial purposes. If you have any idea for a television program, we want you to be a member and we want to cablecast your program. TV for you, by you. Just give us a call at 785-823-2500 to find out more.
Hey, are you cruising around late at night looking for something to do? Come on down to Access TV and we will help you film whatever you want and get it on air. That's Access TV, 823-2500.
Welcome back to the scene, and it's Oscar talk time. Woo! Hey, did you guys watch it? I watched it.
I watched it. You know how I love award shows.
I know you do.
Yep.
I know you do.
The dresses were so pretty.
They were. Who was your favorite?
Oh gosh, I don't know. There were really a lot of pretty ones. I thought Jennifer Lopez's dress was beautiful, but it was a little skimpy on the top.
She doesn't need to reveal that much.
I don't think
she's
so.
She's talented. She's
No,
smart.
right.
She's gorgeous without that.
Don't be
Exactly.
telling her what she needs to reveal or not to reveal.
My 4 boys loved it.
I'm sure they did. I thought Lady Gaga looked fantastic.
Oh, and she stole the show.
She did. She
Her
did.
number was amazing.
Yep. What?
I'm gonna go the other way on this. On the
What?
Lady Gaga thing. Yeah.
What? Oh.
And I like Lady Gaga.
Bring it on.
Like the song "Love Game." That's one of the 10 songs I've heard in my life that immediately I heard it and I liked it. I don't usually like a song right off the bat, but I gotta tell you, I heard her singing, and I looked at her. I mean, I don't know. Am I the only one that thinks that she looked like a teenage boy who was wearing his mom's dress. I mean, she looks like a boy to me. I'm sorry.
Oh, ouch.
I mean, I'm not trying to offend nobody, but I'm just saying. Now, her singing was good.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
You know, but I've heard that song before, you know.
She was paying tribute to the classics. A classic movie.
Julie Andrews, The Sound of It, was it Hills Are Alive?
Yeah, classic.
I mean, she should have changed it up, turned it into a rap thing, you know. The hills are alive with the sound of music. I got a gun, I'm about to use it. Something like that, you know. I don't know.
She's trying to change her image.
So
To what?
Well,
to who?
she's going from the meat dress to a little bit classier person.
Well, and I think
That's
she was
nothing wrong
proving
with
she
that.
can do it all.
Yeah.
I mean, she can be edgy, and then she can cover a Julie Andrews song. That's pretty amazing. Not everybody can do that.
That's true. You know, Tony Bennett's just.
My question to all of you is, what in the world would you watch the Oscars for?
Well,
I didn't watch that. There ain't no way. That's the last thing I'd watch. I get up and look at the paper the next day and say, okay, well, this is what.
Did you watch the UFC fights, or what were you
would
watching?
you
What were
do?
you doing?
No, I was doing something, probably some real estate or something else.
he was showing a house.
He's
Probably.
showing a house.
I would
He's
find,
working.
I would find anything to do rather than watch that.
Well, one of the reasons why I wanted to watch it because I do like the fashion, and I like to see.
dresses.
I like to see little clips of the movies. I don't always get to go to the movies that are on, and so you kind of get to see a little clip and get to see what the actors, you know, what their roles were like, and I enjoy that.
So
being an
YouTube.
actress myself,
YouTube.
not a Hollywood one, of course. But
Trailers. Trailers. YouTube.
yeah, trailers, I guess.
YouTube.
Yeah, but the
Bingo.
host-
They're there.
The host was fantastic also.
I thought he was
Yeah,
pretty
I thought
good.
he's
He
fun.
wasn't as good as
Great.
Ellen, but I thought he was pretty good.
Right, Ellen's the best,
Patrick
but-
Harris, is that it?
Neil
I
Patrick.
thought he was pretty good.
Neil Patrick Harris.
Neil Patrick Harris.
I thought he was
I wouldn't ever want to do that. I mean, you're standing in front of like everyone there. Your career could end right then. I mean,
Well, no, not if you have control over it.
he was half naked out there at
He
one point.
was.
He looked fantastic.
He did. He
That
could
took
tell.
some
He'd
guts.
been running.
I'm telling you what,
He was
not
hard.
everybody
What did
could
he
pull
call
that
it?
off.
No. It was pretty funny too.
Yeah.
I think Jack Black could have pulled it off, though.
Yes,
He was
pretty funny.
he was excellent.
That part
was.
was funny with
Yeah.
John Black.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
part was funny.
Well, Kevin Hart is starting a campaign to host next year.
Really?
Yes, yes.
Ooh.
You know, he's tiny with a big personality.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
He could hang.
I hope his ex-wife comes on stage. Just to let him
You were
know.
saying something about that earlier, like during the break.
Yeah.
What happened with him and his ex-wife?
Well,
What did he do with that?
he dumped her.
After he got rich, he dumped her.
Well, I don't know the whole story. You know, maybe they didn't like each other. after he got
Irreconcilable
well,
differences.
You know,
I'm rich, you're not.
He traded up.
after she helped you get all there, all
Well,
the way
you know,
there.
sometimes
How do you know? How do you know she helped him?
maybe she didn't. She wasn't standing up there
I
telling
just
them
know how
jokes.
the old saying goes. You know, behind every great man is a good woman.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Well, I thought that's how it goes.
Aw.
Is that really right?
Do you
Is that
believe
true?
that?
I do believe that.
It's just truth.
That's
I think
awesome.
I do believe
Did you hear that,
because
ladies?
Chrissy's like, it's true.
No, for real, I do
Wow.
believe that because I think my wife has encouraged me to go to where I'm at today.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, without her, I might have been a hoodlum. Who knows?
Sounds like you used to be a hoodlum.
Right, drinking all that booze. Booze parties.
I've been married ever since I got straight out of high school. So
Wow.
I don't know.
Me
My
too.
wife was like,
It's only been 3 times.
I think she was 16 and I was 17.
High school sweethearts?
That's the
Wow.
same girl. Yeah.
Wow, that is cool.
Oh, that's rare.
You know, it's not.
So you're going to be one of them people in the paper like, you know, the Rosses have been married 50 years, and y'all going to be sitting there. It's going to be you. I always wanted to be that guy. But I now would have to be married to like about 2075 or something like that.
Yeah, that's not
Keep
going to happen.
changing.
Not going to happen.
It just doesn't work out. I don't know why.
You keep
It's not me.
No,
not.
never.
Not me.
Okay, well, let's talk about the K-State game.
Oh, wait, hold on. I got some more Oscar stuff here. I got
Oh,
some more Oscar-
what?
Yeah,
All right.
I got
Hold.
this is good stuff. Now, you know they gave out these Oscar glam bags, right?
Oh, that's right.
What are those?
$168,000 value for the presenters. okay? $168,000 value. They got a $20,000 astrology reading. Charles, you probably use that. Let's see, $800 candy and dessert. I'd be all over that, like a duck on a June bug.
$800 for candy?
Yeah, gourmet candy.
Oh,
Apparently.
come on.
Free Audi rentals for a year, a 9-night Italy vacation, and then here's the good stuff, the stuff I really want. $4,000 liposuction, a laser toy that you could use for $250. You got some luxury things that you could help use when you're intimate with your other partner. Figure out what I'm trying to say here, people. And then you got a a fun booster worth $5,000.
Okay, well, first of all, the last three things you said, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well,
You're going to have to be a little bit more
You're just gonna have to
specific.
go online and figure out what those are.
And see, that's why I tried to take us to another subject, and you brought us back to the subject, but I'm going to leave it there.
Well, my question is, who all gets the grab bag? Is it just the winners?
No, it's the presenters.
The presenters.
Oh, the presenters.
So I am starting my campaign right now to be a presenter for the Oscars.
Wow.
Jeff Harrison, I will volunteer my services. I'll drive out there on my own. No, as a matter of fact, I'll use one of those Audi rentals.
There you go. And I'll start as a seat filler. Can I start as a seat filler and work my
filler would be
way
cool.
up?
Yes.
Okay, that's awesome.
I'll be presenter girl.
Presenter girl, good.
Yeah. Oh, just to hold the statue.
And
yeah.
hand it over.
And tell people where to walk off stage. Because they don't get that.
No.
You know,
No.
they always go the wrong direction.
Right.
And then she's like, no.
No, over that way.
Now, speaking of seats and not staying in your seats, how about that KUK State game last night?
Wow. Sad.
Oh,
What part was sad?
Yes.
The storming the court or the fact that KU lost?
KU lost.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. It is a little embarrassing, though, that the fans had such a embarrassing reaction. It's not the first time we've beat KU.
Right. Doesn't that validate the fact that you suck when you storm the court?
Exactly, it does. It really does, and
It
it's embarrassing. And the chant during the whole game is embarrassing, and it's just those bad apples, I think, that give most universities a bad name because we're not the only university to behave that way.
No, everybody's doing it.
Right.
Exactly, and KU did it as well when they beat K-State's football when we were 2-7. So I mean, however, KU did take initiative and reprimand student body for that, but I see K-State kind of following trend. I know that they are looking for somebody who pushed down.
Yeah, he gave a little chicken wing
Yes.
to one of the players there.
Well, yeah.
Oh, my.
And they've got him. They
Check
got
it.
him on camera. They got a great picture of him, and I thought, really, you don't realize that there's cameras
Yeah.
everywhere.
Dude's going down.
He's going down. Somewhere there's a mom and dad going, oh, that's what I'm paying for.
Yes.
Really? This is
So
what
the
I'm
moral
paying
of this story is good sportsmanship, right?
Yes.
Always.
All right. We'll be
And
right
still,
back.
KU lost.
We'll be right back.
Whatever your world, Access TV can put it on air. Give us a call at 823-2500.
Welcome back to the scene. Now it's time to talk about one of my favorite topics. Booze!
Surprise!
Apparently, they're going to start selling alcohol in your local Dillons, or they want to, Dillons and Walmart and all those kind of places.
2018, right?
Yep, that's it.
I'm not sure how I feel about this, though. Not really sure how I feel about it. Little mom and pop stores, they're probably gonna go out of business. What you think?
Well, I don't know. It's possible. Depends on when you are in need of your libations. You know,
Right.
is it when you're picking up your produce and your meat and you're getting ready for a barbecue, or is it not a trip to the grocery store. Your liquor store is closer, and you may run down to the liquor store because it's closer.
But I'm
I mean,
already
it's just
there,
a matter
right?
of convenience.
And it's going to be cheaper too, isn't it? I would imagine Walmart could probably sell it just a little bit over. You know, if I owned a liquor store, I'd probably have to mark it up a little bit more so I could stay in business.
Well, liquor stores get a pretty good discount because they order in quantity, right? I mean, I realize that the retail stores, the big boxes, they'll be able to order in quantity too. But one thing that you won't get there, you won't get special orders. A lot of people have certain types of beverages that they like,
Right.
you know, certain brands.
Like me.
Yeah, and you like your Crown or whatever, and your higher end products,
Tax it.
your top shelves. So.
Tax it.
Oh, well,
Tax it.
What?
Tax it. I think we need to tax it.
We're not talking about taxing it. We're talking about where we're going to buy it.
Well, and that's the other part of it.
The rich non-drinker just wants to tax it.
Tax it. I mean, really, when we think about it, though, look at it. We got a law that if you get caught drinking too much and driving, you go to jail. But now we make it more convenient for you to get it anywhere as
Right at the gas station.
filling up.
Fill up, fill up my tank, fill up my tank.
with your car, while you're what, driving?
No, look, if somebody's going to do that, they're going to do that anyway. You know, having it conveniently, being able to purchase it at a grocery store doesn't change people's habits. You know, if they were going to do that, they were going to do that, and when they picked it up at the other store, at the liquor store. So
Does that change your habits, Christy?
Possibly. Well, they already sell alcohol in grocery stores. They sell 3-2 beer, and I find it very convenient. However, are they going to sell it on Sundays? How will they shut that down in grocery stores?
Well, you turn the light off. And so if the light's off, then you can't buy
you
it.
mean if the lights off in the little refrigerator where they keep it cold?
I think don't they sell it on Sunday
But
now?
hard liquor?
Yeah, I think the liquor stores.
Liquor stores?
Open.
Oh.
Well,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
liquor.
ladies,
liquor
I
stores
don't
open
know.
from 12 to 5. From 12 to 5.
On
Yeah,
Sundays?
12 to 5.
Not that I would know that. I
guess.
heard. I read
Yeah,
it one time.
so
Oh.
Sure.
Well,
sure you
so
do.
it's fair game.
I guess I don't see why we can't do that. Convenience is convenience. You have a convenience store, now you have a convenience in buying your alcoholic beverages.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's going to change how people drink or how often people drink. I don't think it's going to change that.
I'm from California, and it's always been sold in grocery stores and Sam's Clubs and Walmarts in California. So when I moved here and my family came to visit me, it was, she's in Kansas. Podunk,
Can't get her
backwoods.
liquor.
That's right. What? We can't buy it on Super Bowl Sunday, and we can't get it just at the grocery store? No. There was definitely stricter regulations. And so I think we're just catching up to the rest of the nation.
But you just said it, they couldn't get it. So if they couldn't get it, they couldn't drink it.
Correct.
And if they couldn't drink it, then they couldn't get the DUI.
But in California, you can buy heroin on the street too,
Well,
right? I mean,
okay.
it's like
It's sold at the
Go-
grocery
go to
store.
just go.
Missouri.
I mean, you
Yes.
can get anything.
Go to
right?
Missouri. You can buy it in the grocery stores in Missouri.
Well, I've had friends drive to Nebraska.
You can
on
do it
Su-
in
on
Missouri,
Su-
too.
Super Bowl Sunday.
I've never driven that far. I don't know. Maybe I'm too lazy to do that. But I just shop ahead, right? You can get it Saturday
There you go.
night. right?
Exactly. Run over to that liquor store before 10 o'clock or that grocery store before 11, before they close, and you're all good to go.
Right.
Or
Yeah.
hit your local bootlegger.
Your local bootlegger.
I
Okay.
see them do it.
Now,
Bootleggers.
we have 5 minutes left, and I want to be sure we get this topic in because this doesn't have anything to do with taxes or alcohol
Good.
or anything bad.
Let's hear it.
That's good.
So we're going to talk about the good stuff.
That's good.
Yeah. Okay, so tell me if you guys know what February 17th is. No? Crickets?
3 days after Valentine's Day.
It's National Rack Day. Now, I know what you guys are thinking, but it's not that kind of rack. All right? It is Random Act of Kindness Day.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, okay, so I think it's good that we have these types of recognition. You know, we need more random acts of kindness out there. We need more people doing great things for people. And here's an example. A little boy, 6 years old, live in Florida, invited all of his classmates to his birthday party.
Cool.
No one showed up. No one showed up.
Ouch.
Heartbroken little kid. You know, as a parent, you're just like mortified. You don't understand what's going on. So mom goes to a local, kind of a county Facebook page where people can voice their opinions about things, and she put a little post on there and talked about the fact that she had planned this birthday party and no one showed up. So what happened? 15 random adults and 25 random kids all went out and bought presents for this little boy and showed up at his house and made his day. The fire department, the police department, and things went on even a week after that.
Wow.
So,
That's really cool.
moral of that story is what this little boy learned is that bad things can happen to you. You know, people can make you feel bad.
Right.
But the fact that random people would come out and make you feel good is really what it's all about. It wasn't about the birthday presents. It wasn't about that. It was just about knowing that people cared about him.
Yeah,
so it all turned out great.
That's good.
And I think it was meant to happen that way. Because now, had children shown up to his birthday party, we wouldn't be talking about this.
Exactly.
Right.
So it's an example. You know, it's an example for everyone.
Right.
I wonder why we're to the point in our lives where we need a random act of kindness day. You know, do you remember when you had neighbors and people cared and, you know, brought you soup and all those kinds of things? I mean, I still remember that as a kid, you know, and we went out of our way to do things nice for people. Now we have to have a day about it. We have to remind people on a daily basis to go out and be nice to people. What's the world coming to? All about taxes and Charles wanting to get things. And
No, but actually, I think there's some of that that's going on now. I mean, there's people that's doing acts of kindness. And I'm not trying to pull my own string, but today somebody needed a jump. They didn't have jumper cables. I gave them a jump and gave them the jumper cables. So that's not something we just go around talking about. But there's always, you hear that. You even hear somebody paid for somebody's behind them's coffee or, so I think there's some of that goes on, but it may not just be out in the open.
well, I would just like to challenge all of us to think about random acts of kindness. Think about doing something nice for people. Think about somebody out there who just needs a smile, a positive note in their life. You know, you just never know what people are going through.
And not wait until next February 17th, right?
That's right.
Right.
Okay.
All year long. All year long.
Cool.
So get out there, Salina. Be kind to people and do your thing. Rack Day.
Rack Day.
Rack Day. We'll be right back.
Whatever your world, Access TV can put it on air. Give us a call at 823-2500.
Hey, welcome back. We're getting ready to sign off for this session of The Scene. We would appreciate your feedback, and if you have any kind of topics you'd like to hear discussed on The Scene, please let us know at our email address. We're thescene@salinatv.org. Thanks. Have a great week.